Hello everyone, this is Ether Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So as expected, we ended up losing lift on the last day, but the rest of the week, I don't know, people be sabotaging themselves a lot here. The defense, of course, is alright, but it's not that good. It's not that good. Of course, if you don't bring the sufficient units to handle some of the threats, obvious threats, then, well, not much you can do, but if you're gonna really sabotage yourself, some real sabotaging on this match here. Don't know if it was a mistap or something, and then they had to fix it, but, I'm guessing it was a mistap because they ended up activating the bolt trap. So, Rip Surtur. And we get to the dance and the double dance. Eloid's able to pick up the kill there. Duma picks up a kill, and it's just the usual shenanigans. It's basically already over. Ripperinos. It definitely feels like people just sabotage themselves so hard this season. Nice catapult, of course, to snipe the healing tower. Very high level offense structures. They are cheaper to upgrade to max, so it totally makes sense. Not sure entirely what their plan is here with Altina. It seems like trying to be a team that's doing everything but nothing at the same time, Kappa. I'm not sure if they knew. So the reason why I said armored boots in the Ether Raid's offense video is a lot of people just bait Duma turn 1. I don't know if they do it knowingly or not knowingly. This is maybe a little more convincing to knowingly, maybe. But, because of course Sorcery Blade, Joint Drive Attack, Ally Support. I mean, Sorcery Blade's for Layla, of course, but I mean, I guess it's okay. But of course we're gonna get this. And thanks to Mirabilis, attack tactic and all that stuff, we're able to pick up that one shot. Duma picks up a one shot. The guy's on fire. Duma be trolling this season so hard. I don't know what's going on with that. But it's just the same recurring themes over and over. I don't know, man. Column 4, Tactics Room. Interesting. No seal, and I guess that's fine on Celica. Again, here. Did they know they were baiting Duma? That's all I'm wondering. Did they know they were baiting Duma here? Fun fact, Duma's naturally doubling. Ah, yes. But we're gonna get the Mirabilis actually attacking. Duma one-shotting. Ah, yes. I don't know. I don't know. Like, why would you not go for the defense tile there? That's just my question. Why would you not do that? If you're gonna bait like that, why not? But Mirabilis does a lot of attacking nowadays, just because don't actually have much investment into her attack, and Legendary Lucina actually able to double because Legendary Celica's skills were mostly player phase speed, so that means no speed for enemy phase. That's a cleanup. And while the meme fest continues, I don't know what to say. This week is quite the anomaly. I rate Matchmaker out of 10, but low merge Chris, of course damage reduction, but overall, bulk is not that amazing. Spear of Shadow debuffs the foe, so there is some value to that. They actually go in all the way to attack Duma, who, to be fair, would actually do quite a bit of damage to her, and she would not be able to do a lot of damage back, so it's fair, but, and of course she neutralizes the penalties, so it's not as bad as it looks, but he's not too fast here. But we get, of course, Elowood potatoing around because Elowood just can't do things. Kappa. That's the only problem with running Rally on Elowood, is that he'll just potato really hard against, especially just blue tanks. We'll see that towards the end of the replays, but unfortunately for them, they're basically out of resources already, and I pretty much go plus attack on Elowood because he just doesn't double, so picking up these one-shots, while it seems like it was an overkill margin, you gotta realize there's attack tactic, there's Mirabilis passively deep, lots of things are going on to rig the one-shots, because it's not consistent in any way. But here we have, pretty solid team. This team, realistically, I'm 99% sure they should be able to wipe me here. But, execution not on point. Because again, I have zero idea if they know they were baiting Duma. Because if you don't check skills, this is what you see. You just see like, oh, they're just really in the corner, I can set up. Or they just thought they could bait like this, but of course panic meter's here. So, and Dark Shrine exists. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing that's what it was. They didn't see Duma had armored boots, and so they just went all the way in. And obviously that doesn't go very well. Duma picks up the meme one-shot. Elowood barely picking up that one-shot on Layla. So, overall, that's a rip. That's definitely a rip. They should have been able to rip my team with duo Alphonse and Layla. That's typically the thing people bring on top end against me, because it just works. You just get a lot of kill power, and then you just hit end turn for the rest of the enemies. So it totally makes sense. Versa, Altina, all pretty standard stuff. Here we have Echidna, but obviously you can probably see the problem with this team. How are you killing some of these enemies? It doesn't matter if you can tank if you can't kill. But tanking is already hard enough when you're green against this defense. Blue is pretty much it's hands down the best color you can pick against my defense for obvious reasons. Red's a second pick, but green's, it's suspicious. On one hand, you can maybe force some things to happen, but Duma putting in work here. And Elowood can't one-shot, unfortunately, but Duma is just putting in work today. And with that super snipe, Echidna's not even able to double there. And at this point, it's already over. Feels bad, Duma. But Elowood will get his revenge. We'll avenge him, I guess. I also noticed I have some goofy accessories on my units. I should probably change that. Elowood has quite the interesting glasses there. Yeah, here's the replay of one of my viewers. Quite interesting to randomly get matched into them on offense, but yeah. Again, this kind of feels like looking at this team at first glance, it's basically looks like it's going to have to be hit and run, because Elowood against Altina, she's going to need to do way more damage than she can to kill, so it's basically Layla and double dancers at that point. And I'm not sure, again, about the armored boots thing. Maybe let me know in the comments, but again, the armored boots thing, obviously Tethys isn't going to survive this. And Glacie's here, allowing us to exactly pick up the kill. Pretty lucky there. And Layla is able to kill there, and Duma's going to get flipped back for the memes. But yeah, at this point, things are okay, but because Layla's still around. But they're kind of just nomming up space at this point. So Layla can pick up that kill. And at this point, Karin definitely survives Altina. And Layla is basically their only option to kill. Naga actually will not kill this. Because 34 res, 39 res with 56 HP. Shield pull is basically making it 61 HP. It goes downhill pretty quick. That's like exactly 100 on the dot or something for res bulk. And I guess it's also defense bulk. She somehow has evened out bulk. But yeah, that with negating Fang, that's just way more damage than Naga can handle. Granted, she has Luna, but that's not enough. So I'm guessing that Tethys play was not intentional, but or it could have just I have no idea. We'll find out, I guess, maybe. But here it's just Layla spam. Definitely solid in Astra because typically on a lot of defenses, they're going to have a bunch of threats, just like solid threats, either hyper nuking mages or whatever. And most of the time, you're not gonna have a tank just hit end turn against them. That typically is not what's been the story of 2020. So having the capability of it's basically free hit and run with Layla makes things a lot easier because you can take out threats like Duma. Duma against this Brunya. Granted, Brunya is still going to be quite tanky with low attack speed against Duma, but Duma is still going to do some damage, and obviously units like Mirabilis aren't, and so they would just keep dancing Duma. So using Layla to get rid of Duma is huge. And then they get rid of Karin, who's another threat. At this point, it's basically over, because they can just get rid of the remaining actual threat, and it's GG. That's pretty much why Layla is super powerful on Ether Raid's offense, just because you get that option to snipe off more threats. Of course, Brunya is probably tanky enough to maybe handle one or two additional threats, but yeah. At plus 10, definitely a solid unit. See, they haven't even used trait fruits yet. It's definitely an option if they want to. But a pretty solid speed overall. This is 51 base speed with solos active, and then 55 as long as her tome's active. And low attack speed to help out the matchup, and of course the classic pulse smoke. And Soul for bigger healing in the more important matchups, because it's better to heal a big chunk of health rather than a little bit every matchup, because not every unit's going to be doing a crud ton of damage to you. And here, it's about time we finally found Mr. Brave Hector used on offense. But yeah, nothing much to say here. It's pretty straightforward, but honestly, for what my defense is, the outcome against this, like the matchups that occurred against Hector here, actually not terrible. And of course it stems from his not hyper amazing bulk. So like Duma here, he can do actually up to 10 more damage if Hector was off the defense tile. But of course it doesn't matter in the grand. It would have mattered actually, I think, if he was off the defense tile, but Eloid's never going to attack. Just gonna keep rallying like a numbskull because of how the AI works. So yeah, feels bad. But if Hector's not on the defense tile there, we could Karin plus Duma actually could probably kill there. So, you know, that's a case for not using Rally. But of course, if we don't use Rally on our current setup, there's all sorts of holes. For example, someone can just bait Duma all the way over here, and no one else can reach without a dance or Wings of Mercy. So that's the most obvious problem, but yeah, Elwood just spamming rallies because he can't do any damage to Brave Hector. Not much we can do about that one, unfortunately, unless we remove the rally, which of course causes other problems. But I kind of just like the rally at this point for Mirabilis to get some dances in and get in a better spot for Flower of Ease, because typically people are over here, and so her teleporting all the way over here and just covering these 3 columns, pretty solid. But yeah, with that, we end the season out. Obviously not top 3k. That would be absolutely ridiculous if this was top 3k. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, overall on offense, hot garbage offense. The maximum possible lift we can get is 13,560. And we got 13,320 on offense. So we lost a lot, obviously, from that Cav line match. I think it was a double match even. So Ultra L there. I actually still have to do arena assaults, but it's just gonna be a casual run. It's not water or earth season, so there's literally no reason for me to actually care about fishing for top 1k. It's possible, but it's just a lot of work and a lot of time. It's mostly fishing the first match, to be honest, because my score range is super weak during off seasons. Yep, easily staying in tier 21. This is actually the bonus rotation for one more season, so we gotta go through the shenanigans again. I believe it's gonna be Earth and Fire? I know it's Earth. I forget if it's still Wind. It's probably like Earth and Fire or something. It's gonna be terrible. That's all I gotta say. We have Legendary Julia if we need to jack up our score of blessings. That's always an option. So, worst case scenario, we gotta lose our water blessing on Hannah, which we don't have an infinite amount of. But yeah, we haven't done Arena Assault yet, so we're gonna do that off camera. Should not take too long because again, it's just casual water or wind fire. And I figured while we're in it, so we're in light major right now, Mjolnir Strike, and we bumped up our score by 4 points, and we are hanging in by the we're hanging in by the wire. So I'm thinking we're gonna have to boost our score by 2 more points because, for obvious reasons, we're not trusting this to hold. This is beyond way too close for comfort. This is literally right on the edge. Like an hour ago, I was like 1 or 2 ranks staying in. So yeah, no, we're not. We're not. That's actually crazy though. You need 852 now to stay. Because I remember I was able to stay in previous weeks 846. I mean, that was an absolute anomaly. That was just probably because of how people went in and out of the tiers. Also, it's probably because trait fruits are out now, so people are actually trying. And there was also the recent legendary heroes banner with like Nilla and other units. So I'm sure people got some light season merges or dark mythic merges. So yeah, we gotta probably bump up our score to 852. This is our team. You can see here we're running Bonfire, so obvious, and Legendary Azura. So we can definitely bump up our score, of course, because we have Legendary Julia at +10 now. Can also give her a dual rally plus if we need to, but first most obvious thing is giving Milla Ether, which I can do. I was holding off on it until I absolutely needed to. Turns out, looks like I probably absolutely need to. There is no way this is holding, right? The moment I see it drop, I'll definitely do it for sure. I'll just get ready to do it because the run doesn't actually take that long to finish. So, yeah, we can just panic about that. But anyways, enough rambling. We're gonna be back when the results show up. But for now, we gotta go do arena assault off camera. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Top 6K by a comfortable margin, and tier 26, which honestly, given that offense, that was not too bad. As for what we're gonna do this season, I think I'm just gonna be fooling around in light season. We're gonna get absolutely wrecked by infantry school, but yep, not much we're gonna do about that one. So we gotta kick out a structure. Honestly, let's just kick out tactics room. And then do something like this, I guess. It's not gonna end very well, of course. I think this setup's fine. Maybe just flip-flop that. This setup's gonna be absolutely horrendous, but we're just memeing here with turn 1 Glacies Julia, 1 cooldown Astra, Bramamond. We're just gonna get memed by pull smoke and stuff. But maybe, just maybe, someone might hit end turn with a damage reduction unit and still get one shot. It'll be funny if it happens, but I'm not expecting much. So we're just gonna be fooling around with our meme team on offense. Not much to say there. Resonant battles. We are derping around interval 20 and a nice 7,800 feathers, quite a bit. Arena, easy stay in tier 21. You gotta do it again for next season, but shouldn't be too bad. We have the Earth's Blessing emergency button if we really need more score, but I don't suspect we should. It's basically if we probably want to snipe less. Unless we're gonna need 762s or something, that'll be stupid. Or 760, sorry. Then arena assaults, actually got a pretty solid run in. Not top 1K, but again, it's out of season for us, so very weak scoring. Maybe if I got lucky on fishing, I would have gotten it, but I was like, yeah, whatever. Surprisingly, not far off from top 1K out of season. Not sure why it was so weak this week. Pun totally not intended. That wasn't intended. But Allegiance battles, actually not too bad for ranking, to be honest, considering we didn't have any blessing abuse this week. Somehow still getting a solid score there, or solid rank. So that's all pretty cool. Building up our feathers once again. And I just gotta show this again. Every time I keep checking it, we're actually going up in ranks again. So I don't know if I actually need to do it. I'm gonna do it anyways, because at some point I'm going to need to do it. But, give Milla ether. But, I'm just saying, oops, wrong place. We don't have that much ether left. Yeah, we only have 4 left, so a bit suspicious much. So that's kind of why I'm holding out on that. Because we also he just does not show up when we summon red a lot. So I'll keep an eye on it. Probably will end up doing it just for safety reasons, but that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye.